In this video, we demonstrate how easily and quickly you can add in a new patient into your database and all the time savers we employ all along the way. Now before I start, I want to mention we have every single feature turned on, but you don't have to use every single feature. We recognize everyone has their own unique needs, everyone has their own laws and ordinances to follow. So many of the features you can turn off. There are also several user-defined fields. Now these are fields that you define yourself. They won't appear unless you define them. You can give them whatever label you want to give them, use them for whatever purposes you need. You can then find patients using these fields. You can do lists, generate patient lists, depending on the values in these fields. So now we're going to go through a new patient. You swipe their driver's license, and there's the information. Finish filling it out. Scan in the driver's license image if you want to. Now since it's a demo, these are going to be fake scans. You notice there's a map button. That will find the address in Google Maps for you in case you're doing home delivery. Now we're going to add in the recommendation. Finding physicians is like finding patients. You can start typing the last name with each character you type. The list narrows. You can find by their license number. Or if they don't exist, we'll say it's a new physician. Because if you get one recommendation from a physician, most likely you're going to get another one. So if you put in some basic information, you can save time. Now, you can require the address be put in. It doesn't have to be. You can require the license number. It doesn't have to be required. Same with the expiration date. We do recommend at least the license number, and here's why. See this button? We're going to check their license online. If you put in their license number, it'll pass that to the medical board's lookup. Otherwise, they've got to type in more information to find it on the internet site. Saves you time. Preferred method, it'll default to phone. For California, if they've got a website, you can put that in. Now if you're in another state like Colorado, they're all notarized, so it'll say notary, and you won't have to verify recommendations. So each state, we take care of that differently. You can put in phone numbers, of course, and I'll show you why you want to put in this information as well. Put in the expiration date. Oh, error checking. We do a lot of error checking to prevent errors in the data. And you notice while we scan in the approval, here's all the information you need to verify a recommendation. And you can see this underlined link in blue, which of course means you can double click on it and open up the verification site. Now, recommendation verifications, those are different. They all work differently, so we can't just pass the patient information. You will have to put that in separately. If you need to see this in detail, you can double click on it and zoom in on it. You can then mark it as verified. Again, if you don't need them verified, we can bypass that step for your state. And you notice the screen changed from blue to green. We use lots of visual cues. Blue means there's no recommendations on file yet. It can be used to track non-members, guests, vendors. And then if you see a recommendation that's yellow, a screen that's yellow, that means the recommendation has expired. And here's another visual cue. We show you the driver's license is expired. If the screen is red, that can be a suspended patient. Suspended means they can't get any medication until they've had a talk with the manager, for example, or maybe they need to bring in some paperwork. And terminated means they're banished from the premises forever. They can no longer come in. Another visual cue. Now this happens to be one of our more popular features because management can make sure that the user takes all the appropriate actions anytime that patient visits. So this will pop up every single time this person visits. You can also set it up to only come up the next time they visit. For example, they left their sunglasses here last time. They won a contest, they get a prize. The user can't help but see that. Here's another visual cue. If they expire, in the next 30 days. Here's another visual cue. All over the place. So I'll show you the find again. Swipe the driver's license. Now if you swipe the license on a find, we assume they just came in and they're going to pay a visit. Now if you use the check-in feature, it'll automatically check them in. We'll go through the check-in and check-out features in another video. You'll notice here are some more user-defined fields. They won't show up unless you define them. We'll say, okay, they picked up their weekly care package today. So you can see how much time we save you all along the way. Check out the other videos for more information.